to take a look at Nirvana's Poly in this lesson. So grab your nylon string and let's get after this one. So I'll talk about the chords first. We only have 5 chords to talk about for this whole song. So let's just go through those real quick and then we'll talk about some of the strumming patterns. So we have E minor. And we're only going to play the 4 lowest strings of our E minor here. So we're going to leave out these 2. Now the next one's G. And again, we're not going to play the high strings, just the low 4. Okay, so our next chord is D. So just a regular old D chord. Then the next one is a C bar chord. So with this one, we're playing the middle 4 strings. So just your regular old bar chord shape. Now the chorus features our B flat chord. So that's just that C shape move back 2 frets. So now I'll talk about what's going on with the rhythm during the verse part. So basically on our downbeat of the measure, we're going to be strumming just a quarter note, and you're either going to be strumming the 3 lowest strings or the 4 lowest strings. So there's beat 1 of that measure. So then what we're going to do is mute the strings so we get that sound. And then we're going to do a little upstroke of the open strings right after that. Like that. And now it doesn't necessarily matter so much which open strings you hit. It's just kind of creating a rhythmic effect. Really what you want to look out for is make sure you're hitting open strings that sound good between both of the chords that you're changing between. So something like that where I basically that time hit, I guess, the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. Or sometimes it might be like the 4th and 3rd, or maybe the 5th string gets in there. It doesn't really matter. It's just kind of for effect. So that's that rhythm there. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and. Okay, now what we're going to do with the G chord at the end of the measure is this. So on beat 3 there, we have 3 ands. And then, again, we have the muted strum and open strings. So the first measure is this. And then we have the next measure. So there, what we're going to do here is strum just the 3 lowest strings of our D chords, so the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. Sometimes he's hitting the 1st string, but not as often. So 1 and 2 and 4 ands. So then we have the open string thing again. Let's put it all together now slowly. Alright, so an interesting thing to point out with this riff is that he's not playing over any drums, so the acoustic guitar is kind of filling in and mimicking almost what a drum pattern might be doing. So like we get the bass with the low strings of the chord, and then snare is imitated by the open strings. So you're getting this kind of like boom, snap kind of thing throughout with the rhythm guitar, which is really cool. Alright, now we're into the chorus. So this is going to start on our D chord. Now with the chorus, it's pretty clear that he's intentionally trying to strum more of the strings in each of the chords. So whereas before he was doing maybe like 3 strings and sometimes 4 strings, now it's kind of mainly like he's mainly doing 4 strings and sometimes getting 3 strings. And that I would say is just done because, you know, it's the chorus, you want to bring it out a little bit more, make it sound fuller. And also you want to play just a little bit louder here. Now on the record you might not tell the difference in loudness so much just because it's compressed down a little bit, but there is a subtle dynamic change. So, you know, bring it out a little bit louder. So here's how maybe that transition should sound. And then back into a little bit quieter. Alright, so let's break down the right hand. So we've got 1 and on the D chord, and then we're going to do our muted strum, and then we have the C chord, and then we're going to miss a strum, and then we have the open string thing at the end of the measure on the end of 4. And then we have a similar thing but with the G and B flat chords. So that slowly. Alright, so the whole chorus then slow would be 3, 4. Alright, so that's the whole song. I'll do just one more quick run through of like a verse to a chorus. So here we go. Alright, thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned, got more songs coming.